for the routine, to begin with this illusion, it can be selected any card and make sure you can see it. Ask the spectator to take any card, let's say the 4 of clubs. You take it and you put it back in around the center of the pack. You just push it in with the index or middle finger, depends. But by the time I push it in diagonally. So I keep the thumb in the side, so it keeps pushing to the side of it. And as you can see, I have the in between the forefinger and the third finger is the corner. So the forefinger is going to push a little bit to the side because my thumb of my right hand is going to be right here. So the third finger usually push a little bit lower to complete the card, so it completely goes outside the thumb, just right from the side of the thumb, as you can see right there. And so the only thing I need to do with my right hand to pass this card to the bottom is just this is going to be the pivot, the thumb. So from here I move the forefinger to the side so I can kick it like so, and just riffle and show. And the palming is going to be in the sideways. It's not going to be straight up to the palm. It's going to be like that, you know, a little bit you know, straight towards you, this side of. So because usually when you palm it like this, it's gonna probably, it's kind of risky to flash one of the cards. So it's gonna be like that, like so. And you have good covering from the top usually, because you have the pack and the hand over here. And when you square it to the bottom, this card, make sure you push it with the thumb all the way up. Now the card is not going to be perfectly square yet, because this hand, as you can see, is a little bit outside, but I tried to go from this side of the pack because my right hand is covering this side of the deck. So instead of this way, because everybody can see, you know, over here, but they don't see nobody from here, I just square and riffle a little bit. So once again, I just put it about in the middle with a second or index, push it to the side. Now when you push it into the pack, I try to do it straight up to their face so they don't see where it's going. I mean, because you do it from the top view, they probably can see, you know, a little bit the direction of the card. See? So if you do it straight up, they don't see you're pushing it in diagonally. So it's a little better, you know, do it straight up in their face so they don't see. So I have it right across right in the side of the thumb. So from here, the forefinger from the bottom is going to the side, so it can pivot the card in my hand, riffle. And when you to bring this card, the selection, to the bottom, you don't bring all your hand and square it to the pack like that, because it looks suspicious. It doesn't look normal. So always try to keep in normal movements as possible. If it's because in some cases it's not possible to keep it really clean, but in this case, just palm it, riffle, just halfway there. My thumb on my right hand squares and push everything. I always keep my index finger, this finger, curl into my hand, because most of the time it's always, you know, curl in. And again, so my index is curl into my hand. So as you can see, I try to square it at the bottom. My hand cover the motion, the move, and then by trying to fix the card, it's in that instance that I square everything, even the selection card. So the production, the way I pop it out, I push it with a flash of the thumb and a little bit of diagonally, so I can peel just the bottom card with my forefinger like so. So it's easier because you keep it straight up. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to peel the bottom card. So just push it and peel it. My right hand is covering that move. So my thumb can go all the way to the bottom of the card, as you can see. But don't keep it straight up to their face. Try to keep it a little bit tilted if it's possible, because if somebody moves just a little bit, they see the break. So always try to keep it in diagonally, so they have more motion. They can move a little bit more so they don't see the break, because it's a big gap right there. So what I do, second and third finger is doing a lot of pressure in the pack, so they can stick in my fingers if it's possible. Not all the time, because depend the condition of the finger. Sometimes if it's wet, it's too dry, you're not gonna get it's not gonna get a stick into your fingers, the tip of the fingers. So I just point my hand, and then I just pop it out like that, and it is nice because it produces far away from the deck. So produce kind of, and on my other hand away from the pack. So it's gonna be up to you. You wanna bring your other hand from the back to the front like that, but it looks more obviously that way. So I prefer just to point my hand from top to bottom, and as you can see, it's always to be careful when you produce the card, because when you produce it from top to bottom like that, sometimes the card is just going to be halfway and you're gonna bend it, you see. So sometimes it doesn't produce, so it's always to keep in practice that move, so you don't produce it halfway and then it's gonna bend it. It's not gonna destroy the card anyway. It's gonna spoil the trick. And like this, in this position, just point the hand and produce the card. That's it. So I hope you enjoy this trick.